You're watching Truth versus Hype. As we go on air tonight, this is the state of the air in Delhi. It's about 7 times above the safe limit. Much as is the case across North India, which is best demonstrated by this by now famous NASA image of the intensity of the smog that is cut across Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, and much beyond, even crossing the border into Pakistan. Note that Delhi is right in the middle of the worst possible zone. Now, the great irony of Delhi's pollution crisis is that everyone has an answer as to why year after year the city becomes a gas chamber. There are multiple committees, multiple reports, tons of data, and yet nothing seems to substantially change. In a way, it's almost because there are so many culprits that it becomes easy to deflect blame or pass the buck. On Truth versus Hype, we want to set out to you the challenging exercise of trying to outline the core causes and show you how difficult it is to fix accountability for the crisis of dirty air. To start with, there is still, after years of bad air, no official study that outlines the core reasons why Delhi's air is dirty. The only study which comes close is the study on Delhi's air pollution conducted by IIT Kanpur in 2016, commissioned by the Delhi government, which outlines the multiple reasons for the dirty air. In winter, something called secondary particles formed by harmful gases form about 30% of the problem. Biomass burning, which is including stubble burning, is another 26%, vehicles 25%, and then there's solid waste burning, coal and fly ash, soil and road dust, construction material, all of these. Now, Delhi, as we know, is polluted all year round. It's just more visible in winter because of fog. In summer, the stable changes, so soil and road dust and coal and fly ash become more prominent causes, rising to about 30%, while the other factors like biomass and vehicles and all of that come down. Separately, the Centre for Science and Environment has identified more reasons like the burning of dirty fuels like pet coke and furnace oil as further contributing to the nightmare. Now, these many reasons present a nightmare scenario, because to fix each of these involves multiple jurisdictions and within each subsets of authorities. Just to give you a sense of how this comes in the way of trying to fix accountability, let's list each of those government departments. If you look at the Government of India, it involves the Ministry of Environment, of Finance, of Agriculture, of Roads, Petroleum, Power, Home Affairs. If you look at the Government of Delhi, the Finance Department comes into play. So do the Departments of Public Works, Environment, Power, Transport, Delhi Police, the Officer of the Commissioner of Industries, the Delhi Pollution Control Committee, the Municipal Corporation of Delhi. Then you have the governments of Punjab and Haryana coming in, where the Departments of Agriculture, the Departments of Animal Husbandry, the Departments of Power, Revenue, Rehabilitation and Disaster Management, Rural Development and Panchayat come into play. Watching all of these are multiple watchdogs: the Supreme Court of India, the Environment Pollution Prevention and Control Authority, EPCA, set up by the court, the National Green Tribunal, the Central Pollution Control Board, as well as the State Pollution Control Boards for Punjab and Haryana. So let's take one of these big factors for the current emergency, which is the stubble burning in Punjab and Haryana, something which has been banned by both states, 2013 for Punjab, 2003 for Haryana, and look at how all these multiple authorities leads to buck passing and confusion. Now, Arvind Kejriwal, Chief Minister of Delhi, has reached out, as we know, to Amrinder Singh in Punjab and Manohar Lal Khattar, asking for a meeting to try and find a solution. Both states have in turn passed the buck to the centre, asking for subsidies to pay farmers the cost of manually pulling out the stubble and transporting it. Punjab wants about 6,000 crores over 3 years. Haryana wants about 1,600 crores over 5 years. Kejriwal has also directly written to the centre asking for its intervention. The centre has simply sent out advisories to these states to get their act together. For the centre, if they want to provide the subsidy, it means getting a sign-off from the Finance Ministry, from the Agriculture Ministry. There's also a suggestion that the clearing of stubble can be brought under NREGA. That involves the Ministry of Rural Development. Punjab told us they have an action plan, very similar to the steps Haryana claims to have initiated, like crop diversification, equipment to collect straw, honouring zero crop burning villages, awareness camps, satellite monitoring of crop burning, penalizing erring farmers. The question is, why is all this being done now? And also, is it enough? Haryana says in the past 1 year, they've registered or identified about 4,000 cases against straw burning. That's 4,000 cases versus 25 lakh farmers. They say they've started buying equipment like something called a happy seeder and straw balers, which are meant to cut down the production of stubble. That has though totally benefited only 312 farmers, as we said, versus 25 lakh farmers. So, many unanswered questions as to why there's not been enough action and the multiple factors that contribute to it. But like we said, just a nightmare of multiple agencies passing the buck. Joining us tonight on the panel to debate this, Vijay Jolly of the BJP is here, looking very sharply dressed. Thanks for being with us. Ashish Khaitan of the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson is with us, as is Gopal Shankar Narayanan. He's an advocate of the Supreme Court, also co-founder of Care for Air, and Anumita Roy Chaudhary of the Centre for Science and Environment is also with us. Gopal Shankar Narayanan, it almost reminds me of that Agatha Christie novel where everybody gets together and murders the victim.
Orient Express.
Orient Express. To the point where then no one has done it.
Yeah. Well, you're absolutely right, Vasu. It's been a problem that's been plaguing this city for ages and plaguing these parts of North India. You'd recall in the late 90s when the Supreme Court was faced with this issue, they had openly said, Chief Justice Kirpal at that point, when they moved the industries out, they moved the brick kilns out, they moved towards CNG for all public transport. He said, look, the governments are sleeping and we can't really expect something from them. So he set up EPCA with the express purpose of
this is the main authority, the EPCA.
EPCA, which is under the Environment Protection Act of 86. So it's set up under that. So it's actually notified by the central government. Now that authority has, apart from the head of it, who's a former IAS officer, and Ms. Narayan, who's of the CSE, it has representatives of the various municipal bodies, all 4 municipal bodies of
Virtually
Delhi.
everybody is on board with EPCA,
central government, everybody. So all these agencies you mentioned, they're pretty much everybody is represented there.
But you're saying that they've not been effective then?
Yes, I'm saying that they haven't been effective. I mean, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. If you're 20 years on, we had advantages from CNG and the backing of the Supreme Court, the highest court in the land, surely that was enough empowerment for you to get your act together. I don't think the problem is interagency lack of coordination.
You don't think so? I'll come to Anumita in just a second because I know you want to respond to that. But I also spoke earlier to Rana Gurjeet Singh, who's the Irrigation and Power Minister of Punjab. And I began by asking him, quite simply, given that this stubble burning has been going on for years, why has Punjab not done enough to contain it?
May I ask you a question? Is this problem only because of Punjab? Haryana is not there, UP is not there, the other states are doing something else?
Sir, the reason I'm asking you, we'll put those questions to all those states, but the reason I'm asking you is because you are the minister from Punjab.
Yes, the state government, the chief minister is concerned, he's taken a couple of meetings, but to eradicate the burning of stubble, I think a lot of investment is needed. The chief minister has asked support from the government of India to give us support so that the machine manufacturers of Punjab are capable of manufacturing any sort of machinery which is available in any country in the world. So we are looking for mechanical and chemical solutions for that.
But sir, can I just ask you, isn't this buck passing? Why ask the centre? Why not just pay for some of this and get it going?
The thing is, the Punjab farmer is committing suicide. At one place we are asking the Reserve Bank or begging for loans to give it to give relief to the farmer, debt relief. On the other hand, the farmer doesn't have money to buy the equipments which are needed. And it is not that we are not doing anything. We are going in for zero till. The results are not very, very positive for the farmer, but still we are improving the machines. And as far as machines are concerned, machines have to be made and they have to be subsidized by the We need the support of the central government.
Right. Okay, can I just ask you a direct question? You are saying it's a long-term, fight to try and contain this. Can you tell us by when do you think that stubble burning in Punjab will come down significantly?
See, if you say next year there will be no stubble burning, then I'm sorry, I'll be speaking, I'll not be telling you the truth. The thing is, it will take time, and we have to go in for alternative arrangements.